wood crafting axe. But I'm up here by myself, didn't bring the family, but so you can see back here, I got the razor with me. Some content I'll possibly do throughout the weekend. I will review not review, but I'm going to start using this Council Tool wood crafting axe. Last year, if you remember, I was exclusively using the Tops Bushcrafter Kukri, and I'm going to still use that, but in the context of having the pack axe, I'm going to leave the Kukri at home and use that. And I went back to my my Dawson Knives Huntsman, where I carry on my belt. I'm not going to screw with it right now. I don't want to. So there's that. I've got a Boreal Mountain anorak I bought last winter. I may do some stuff on it, but here it is. And then on top of the anorak, you'll see that I've got a Uniden Bearcat Digital 436 HP, which is a police scanner. I'll probably do a little bit on that, but my one of my focuses for this weekend is LPOP, and well, we're sitting in my LP right, or my LPOP right now, or whatever you want to call it, your listening post or observation post. But I'm going to do some content on that and get back to. I brought my night vision with me, which I only did one video with last year, but I'm gonna bust that out tonight and see if I can see anything coming up over this ridge out here. I walked through the middle of this paid campground, and there's a bunch of fresh elk track back in the middle over here. And the great thing about it is I don't think anybody knows this is open. I got a travel trailer, 4 campsites over that way. Basically this entire meadow in the middle, except for one campsite way back over there. And then there's some oddball sites way on the other side, and then over at the entrance. So, all right, guys, this is, I guess, first use of the Council Tools craft axe. I forgot all the specs on it. I bought it probably 4 months ago. Got it off of Amazon for like $150. This is a utilitarian axe. It's the bit is designed in such a way to allow you to split wood, but you're splitting, you know, stuff like this. I tried splitting my block here. That's probably about a 10-inch diameter block, and it's a little much for this bit, but it's super sharp. It's a camp axe. If you're gonna go you can fell a tree, but there's better axes for it. This is just kind of a general purpose, you know, around the campsite type of axe. But anyways, I saw this block off of a downed tree back here in the forest that went down on snow load this last winter, and somebody's come out here and kind of chopped it into sections. I went toward the top of the tree, sawed this out to try to split it, but this is a little much for this to be splitting. So I got some bought wood here. This is a small bundle of wood I bought from the camp host. I'm going to go ahead and process it down with this axe and go for there, and then maybe tomorrow search around and see if there's other tasks I can do. I did get some beef footage of me just pounding in tent stakes over there on my tent with it, but yeah, here we go. So now It does come from Council Tools with this mask. Pretty decent. Looks like a pretty decent quality leather mask. Got their little company name put in there. I can't think of the word. It starts with a B. Not blazoned, but not embroidered, but they got their little Council Tool deal in there. And then the axe head is, well, you can see it is shaped in such a way that it could allow you to split but smaller wood for smaller chunks, not bigger diameters. And that is a sharp edge from the factory. I did put some linseed oil on it. It doesn't come with it comes as a raw piece of hickory, I believe. So I'm gonna throw this in my pocket. That's the most traffic that's come by all day. Matter of fact, in my opening video, or I don't know if I'm gonna put it on this particular one, but they mentioned there's only like 5 people in this campground of 127 sites, and one of them just left, so yay me. So let me see here. I don't want to process down one of the bigger ones. I'm gonna process this one down so I can light some of the bigger ones. I'm gonna use this as my block to hit against. Be very aware when you're swinging an axe. The other side's better. You need to be very aware. I don't have anybody in my campsite with me today, so that's a good thing. I try to make it a practice that I try to keep everybody out of this radius, and then I try to tell people, don't be behind me, don't be in front of me anywhere in case this comes flying out of my hand. You don't get crushed in the skull. Let's see, the best way to do this is just to, I don't know if I can get it on the backside, just kind of, yeah, we're gonna have to do it over here. Try to get that over your that angle. Let's see here. Not a really good edge on this. I'm gonna go ahead and see what happens here. So, I mean, I could pull my knife out and baton it down, but I wanted to get a feel for using the axe, so this is a little better piece. So you could just get that on your, hold it with your axe handle. And then twist. That's the safest way I found to do a lot of this. Into a block, twist. So, yeah, it's processing down nice. Don't know that I'm gonna use this as a replacement for my this is probably getting a little too small, but make a feather stick out of that one. But see, just that little bit right there, and you know, I should really probably be wearing gloves so I don't get splinters, but that'd probably be the smart thing to do. But this, really no chance of this axe head coming back into my head. To seat the axe, you can just boom, and it's safe. Yeah. I think that's easier than batoning with a knife. That does it a lot more efficiently, and I think a lot safer. And yeah, that's my first processing with it. I think it's only about a 2 pound. I think it's 1.75 pounds. That it may be a 2 pound. Like I said, I forgot the specs. There's 100 videos out there on the specs. Go check those out. But yeah, I'm gonna dedicate this year of camping and outdoors and all the recreation as this being my primary chopping tool. And I've gone back to my Dawson knife, so I'm gonna give that a try this year and then see how it works out. I really expect what this wood crafting axe is going to be for me is going to be the tool that remains in my truck in the Tundra, and then the kukri would probably be the tool I'll keep in the RZR, but you know, you can outfit them either way. But, all right, that was just a short demonstration of processing down some wood. Maybe tomorrow I'll get some beef footage of limbing something. Like I said, there's a couple of freshly down trees from snow load out here, so maybe tomorrow I'll go get some B-roll of it and do some limbing with it. All right, guys, I just got done with dinner and I did a quick little scout to that crest of that ridge that I said I was gonna kind of eyeball tonight with my night vision and whatnot. Kind of the LPOP, extending my capability type of deal. So about, I don't know, 150 yards that way, about halfway to that ridge, the crest of that ridge. There looks to be like a pretty well used watering hole. I'm seeing all kinds of tracks there. Looks like I see one that resembles like a coyote track, a bunch of hoof tracks, you know, here. And I came across some scat that's probably 3 days old. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my trail camera. Learn how to talk. And I'm gonna go ahead and place it on that water hole just to see what visits that water hole tonight and early in the morning. So yeah, I'm gonna head that way right now and give you a shot of the water hole and where I placed the camera and see how this works out. Alright guys, so here's the water hole, and I knew it was here. I came across this a couple years back, but there's always water here. Even when it's dry and it hasn't been raining in a while. This always has water in it. And it looks a little low, but just walking over this ground, you can feel how uneven it is from all the hoof prints and paw prints and everything else. There's animals coming up here and using this to drink. It looks like it's probably 3-4 inches, maybe 6 deep in the center there, but there's always water here. So where I got the camera set up is on that oak. We'll walk to it. I haven't got it set yet, but I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing on and head back to camp. And I'm going to let this watch the water hole overnight into the early morning. And then tomorrow after breakfast, I'll come out here and check it and see if there's any video clips on it. No, I guess before I lay down, I should probably, right? This is probably about a week, maybe a little longer. But I'm finding scat all around here. This is probably the oldest scat I've seen. Get show you some tracks. So we got some, I don't know, this looks like a dog, maybe a small cat. There's some elk tracks. Oops. And I know they're elk because there isn't any cattle in this area. I don't know how old these tracks are. They could be a week. This is something slid right here recently. This one's got me a little concerned. This looks like a claw. Like a claw was drug through there. There's another one right here. Or it could be somebody, I don't know why they would have a rake out here, but it could be somebody with a metal rake. But that looks like a claw to me. More tracks. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and, looks like a pretty active area, pretty active water hole. I mean, yeah, you look, that blue canopy is where my picnic table's at. So it's not that far off my camp. Like I said, I'm on the edge, but come over here. I'm gonna go ahead and set this camera. I think I'll have it run 10-second, maybe 15-second video clips. It is no glare infrared, so we'll see what we get. I'm gonna go ahead and set it and check it in the morning. Morning, it's the crack of dawn. I didn't want to get up this early, but damn, crows and other birds are going off. As you can tell, I am wearing a Boreal Mountain anorak. I bought this last winter for camping and whatnot. It's got down to like 45 degrees last night. At least that's what the weather report was. I didn't bring anything to gauge the temperature. It's a little nippy out here this morning, so I put it on. This is going to be my primary insulating layer for the camping season for the rest of the year, and well, for that matter, for as long as I have it. You can tell it's pretty big. It's made out of 100% wool. This model is called the Voyager. I believe it's 95% virgin wool with a synthetic blend to help it to be a little more rugged and durable. Yeah, so the foil, and they're built big like this to make sure that all your major arteries, except for the ones below your knees, all your upper body arteries, upper legs, arms, neck, and your head all stay warm in really cold conditions. This is actually the first opportunity I've had to use it, so I didn't use it to sleep in last night, but I'm gonna probably do that tonight, and see how it fares against the Hill People Gears Mountain Serape. They're two totally different types of insulation and designs and how they're wore. But I like the wool. The older I get, for several reasons, I'll get into that later. But I'm gonna go ahead and get some kindling made up out of this wood down here, and heat up some water for coffee, and talk a little bit more about the anorak as I use it. So As you can tell, I've already taken off the anorak, but too warm doing all this activity. It's alright, ferro rods are cool and everything, but why use them when you can use a lighter? I mean, I understand you're not always going to have a lighter, and you need a second source of ignition, but I feel like too many people are using ferro rods as a primary source, and they're very consumable. I mean, you use them up fast. Matter of fact, I would say you can get away with it. Use a magnifying glass before you use a lot lighter. But, start adding smaller fuel on it, and then get my pot put on here, and warm up some water. All right, guys. A little 2 hour later than I wanted to do this, but I wanted to get up this morning and start the Boreal Mountain Anorak video, and I wanted to make instant coffee out of my bot pot out of the fire, and then I made breakfast. That all took 3 hours. I'm not doing that again tomorrow. I'm just gonna heat my coffee up on the stove over there. I'm gonna get all my wood prepared for tonight, so I don't have to go through that again tomorrow morning if I even start a fire. Yeah, quite a bit of work involved in this when you're trying to do 17 things at once. But anyways, I want to go back out there and I want to check the trail cam. All right, guys, I made it over here to the oak that I hung this over this water hole. I'm pretty optimistic that we got stuff. Last night at about 1:30, a huge pack of coyotes were back here just screaming away. It felt like they were in a tent, so I'm hoping they came to this water hole to drink. But let's see here. Let's see what the trail cam says. Alrighty. Let's see. That can't be right. If I'm reading this right, it says they're like, if I'm reading it right, it says 68 clips, and I don't think I'm reading that right. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off, and I'm gonna take it back to camp, pull the SD card, and we'll throw it in the Surface Pro and see what the SD card says.
So I forgot to change, when I changed the batteries in this, I forgot to reset the time and date. So this was the night of 5/11/23.
Hey guys, this is my favorite time of day. This is what I love camping. This time of day. Look at the light in the trees back there. Look at that. Wrapping up my weekend and ending out this video with a statement. I love this feeling so much, and being out here and connected. And I didn't have this feeling for the last 2 days because I've been a slave to chargers. I've been a slave to batteries, hunting a cell signal, all kinds of goofy crap. And I've been missing out on this, what's around me. I could see a squirrel back there in the distance scurrying in the sunlight. It's cool. I love this feeling. But I don't get this feeling anymore because I'm too busy trying to capture B-roll or do content, and something goes wrong, SD card fails, whatever, you know. Yeah, cry me a river. Professionals do this deal with it all the time, but I don't get paid for this. I'm just an average Joe like everybody else, squirrel looking for a nut. And I'm just trying to share my experience. I don't get paid for this, and I'm not using that as an excuse, but I'm going to start scaling it back so I can feel this feeling I'm feeling right now more when I'm out here. So it may just turn into a bunch of montage of B-rolls on my outings. There's 3 main things I do. I camp, I off-road, and I fish. I like to hunt, but in Arizona I haven't been drawn for deer or elk in 7 years. I probably forgot how to frickin' hunt because it's been so long. I don't want this to be about me crying or whatever. There's a lot of things I need to scale back on, so I'm not carrying all. I may just start shooting everything off of this phone. I may throw the 360 camera on the Razor when I got a mount on the Razor for it when I'm going from place to place, and I'll probably still carry the 360 camera because it's a great thing to get B-roll off of. And I got it set up. I'm gonna try to get a star lapse tonight, but hopefully that doesn't fail me because it's gonna get cold tonight. It's been getting down into the 30s the last 2 nights, so hopefully it runs all night. If not, I'll be back up here in a month and I'll try it again. But yeah, just gonna scale it back so I can feel this feeling I'm feeling right now, and then figure out a way to share this feeling I'm feeling right now. And the best way I can do that is just like I did before. Look at that. Look at the way the light. Let me get you. Look at the way the light hits those trees. I love this time of day. I love being up here when it's like this. And I want to share that with you guys. I want to share with you guys what I do, but I'm not Hollywood. So I'm just like you guys, average guy, just trying to share my life a little bit, share what I do. And if there's anything you guys would like me to touch on, talk about, show you, leave it in the comments. And I do appreciate all the people who've been subscribed for me over the last couple of years. I would promise I would do better, but I think I've given it all I've got and I've just struck out. I'm going to still capture content and I'm going to still upload it, but I'm not going to try anymore. I can't do it at that level and enjoy myself out here. And I hope you guys understand that, but I would be more than happy to do anything that somebody suggests within reason. But yeah, I will see you guys on the next one.